this going. If you guys just want to stay muted for a second, actually, I can just mute everybody. I think, right? Just go, everyone mute. Everyone, shut up. Yeah, here I can say just mute all. Ding. Can I do that? Allow participants to nobody unmutes. I say when you get to talk. I'm in control. Okay, here we go. Let's do this.
Our ladies and gentlemen, uncut and uncensored, it's the Mardox Daily Live Chat. We're live every day, Monday through Friday. We bring you the guy that dropped the mic and forgot to pick it up. He's got a face only his mother can love. He tells it as it is. Live from his basement, your host, Nelson the Caveman Bob. She will kill you with kindness. Her silence speaks volumes. From her comfy chair, we bring you Carrie, everyone's Nana Foster. He's the brother from another mother and father. He's keeping it real every day. That awesome co-host, John the Brother Brewer. She gets in your head and you can't get her out. She stands up for the marketing underdogs everywhere. Give it up for Belinda, the Coach Conda. And last but not least, the man with the voice. He's got absolutely no opinion whatsoever. It's Eugene, the silent partner buyer. Now, let's get right into it.
I thought that was awesome.
That was pretty good.
I loved it.
That is pretty good. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna have to mute that out. Jackie, it's live. Yeah, but you have to tell me. Okay, I'll have to. Well, nobody will look at that. Nobody saw that.
Oh, what?
Exactly.
So what?
Nobody saw that. I'll bleep that out later. I'll put a nice big, click here now thing.
There you go.
Okay, so topics, guys, topics. Well, actually, before we start, Eugene, I didn't get a chance to talk to you or have you review it or go over it. How did you like that?
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, no opinion.
No opinion.
It's perfect. A man with absolutely no opinion whatsoever. I thought it was cute. But yeah, so we can tweak that intro and see what we want to do with it. I could also tweak it so it only announces the people that are in the show that day. So that's what all 5 members. So if it's just me, Carrie, and Eugene, I can have just those 3 play out of the mesh. So it's not too bad. So we have a new member in the group today. It's John, which looks like it's black and white kind of circle.
He's on the train.
He's on a train?
He said to you that he had to get on the train, so he was going to get off the webcam part and just, put a picture up there.
Oh, okay. So he really is. He's,
this is my unit at the back. Excuse it. I've got to get ready for work, but I'm listening to you. Okay?
Yeah, no problem. If you have anything to say,
I never had my webcam on anyway.
Yeah. Daughter.
I don't know how to turn it off.
If you touch your screen,
I hope
when you touch your screen down the bottom left, there's a little icon for a little camera. Just click the camera. It should turn off the camera.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Should be there. There you go.
There you go.
That's
there
a
you
man
go.
that knows what he's...
Oh, put it on audio off. Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. So As long as you can hear us, it's okay. It's the talking part. Just make sure to unmute before you talk, otherwise nobody hears you. What's the topic, people, today? I don't have any topics today. I have a whole bunch of topics, but I'm trying to keep them for my my Nelson's thoughts. And
Well, I didn't have a topic, but this made me think. One of my new members today, lost his job. So it made me realize how much more important it is what we do to help people who may be just starting out or don't have a lot of money to, spend, how they can grow their business. I mean, it'll take a little bit longer when you're doing it, the low cost way, but at least you're getting your feet wet and you're starting somewhere.
Yeah. On that, Carrie, based on what we've been talking about, did you want to tell people about the change in the daily login?
I can.
Did you want to bring that up? The changes that we're going to be doing. We don't have a set date yet, but we're and why we're doing that change.
What we are thinking of doing, and Nelson's saying he's going to go with it, is changing it up. Instead of it only being 10 cents for free members when they log in, to make it so that it's 25 cents for free members, but it's in-house credit only as a free member. So that gives you a chance to get a free membership quicker, but you do have to log in order to get it, and it will take a long time. So that it's something that we're considering.
Well, it won't take that long compared to now. If a free member logs in right now every single day, it'll take them 200 logins, 200 days to be able to have enough to pay for their 1 month membership with their in-house credit. At going to 25 cents, it will take them 80 days. So just about 3 months of effort to get there. But there was also talk about getting them to do other things that could potentially get them more in-house credit. And I wouldn't mind bouncing this off the group and see what they think. So like a person like Belinda's friend John, who's going to come in, he would have to log in each day. Mark, sorry, I got John stuck in my head. John Brewer, Mr. Brewer. When you see this video, you're stuck in my head, and this is upsetting me. You're not in this room. When Mark wants to come in, he would have to log in every day for 80 days. But then I was suggesting also tasks like, let's say if that person brings in, already, if the person brings in a paid member, they're already earning 10% off that sale, so that could go towards their month. And then I was thinking of stuff like, and this is what I want to bounce off your head. I want to see if this is a good idea or not. If it's not, then we just trash it, If a person is willing to make a testimonial, a video testimonial, and upload it to their YouTube channel for us, they provide us with the link, we review it, and if it's accepted, we give them, say, $5 in-house credit, for doing the work of doing a testimonial. Is that something that would be good to do? Is that something that you think we should just absolutely stay away from? What do you guys think about that?
I think it's a good idea, but what you're talking about kind of reminds me of PeopleString that used to be around. You did surveys, you checked your inbox, you did little things like that to earn money or earn credit towards the money. But what you're doing is taking it a step beyond that, which is even better. And I really do think that's a good idea.
Yeah, well, the fundraiser, what we're talking about, and this would mesh together. The person is using an in-house credit. Obviously, there's absolutely no money when it comes to the in-house credit. The in-house credit really is an in-house credit only. $0 is no. When you get credit, nobody's taking money and feeding it in. But where the donation or the fundraiser part would work good is, let's say Mark goes out and does his 50 days of logins each day, brings in a few people, so he's got an extra $10 there. Actually, it wouldn't even be that. It would be 30 days. 30 days logging in plus two video things. Odds and ends style. A person could have a paid membership within 30 days. If the way I got an idea planned out. Now we would release the paid membership to them, but the fundraiser would have to be used for the upline payouts because there's no actual monetary value there. But they'd still be registered as a full-fledged 100% paid member for that month. So that's where the fundraiser part was.
So you're like disclosing stuff that I haven't even had a chance to talk to the fundraising committee about.
Oh, well, I thought you already talked to them.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, while we're here, what do you guys think about this? Now it's released. I didn't know. I thought it was already talked about.
Welcome to Plus One.
You guys there?
Okay.
So
Wow.
Nick, what do you think?
Well, I'm kind of hesitant because you can overdo the free thing, I think.
Well, you can if people want to,
Yeah.
abuse it, but
Oh, no, that's interesting. What do you see as abuse? That's I'm just curious. What do you see?
well, like for example, some people like that's all their intention is just to get all they can for free with no intention of ever doing anything more than that. There are people like that out there where or they'll make several accounts or I've seen people do that with a lot of different things, but at the same time, that's also the chance you have to take sometimes to find the gems of your business who are serious and will take it further. So there's a give and take on both ends that way.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Multiple accounts. How would that benefit them?
Well, depending on the program, some people I've known have made multiple accounts
Yeah, People Stringo was really popular back in the day. I remember that.
Yeah, but with Nelson's, I don't think that would really be the case though, because what he's offering is just strictly in-house. So maybe it wouldn't be the multiple account factor, but again, they could still be doing it with the intention of just getting what they can for free with never paying for anything, never wanting to take it further for their own business. There's always that chance, but that's the chance you take.
Yeah, well, with the 25 cents a day per login, we're giving out 10 cents a day right now, and it's the same program. There's nothing changed. It says that there's a 25 cents a day instead of 10. To increase them the speed in which they become a paid member, because we're getting members saying that it's taking 200 days. It's almost a year of logging in to get 1 month free. It's kind of like two trickled. So 25 cents. I thought it would be a little easier, but even if a person opened a second account, it would still take them essentially 80 days. Even if they use the method to earn some extra credits, we would already know it's them. Because how can somebody make another testimonial if it's already them? We will already know it's them. So they're not going to get the second testimonial. They're falling into a trap if they try and do it a second time. You see what I mean?
Possibly. I mean, this was an idea that me and you talked about and decided, hadn't really decided on yet, and I hadn't really brought it up with.
I know that, but it's already been spoken. It's might as well go with it.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but it's not top secret. It's not. We're not developing.
Well, we haven't even really thought through the idea, so let's let Nick speak here.
So one of the things that's sort of in my brain right now, and a topic that I'm going to work on as a blog post, is this devaluing programs. Sure, a person can work to get a 1 month free subscription, but I don't think adding other things that they can do to speed that up is a good idea. I just think what you do is, if somebody can get it really quickly, then what about all the people who are paid members who are already paying for that? And so I think you have to be careful that you don't start to undervalue what you've set as your membership fee. So you set $20. People, and we've got a fundraiser going to help people who are having a difficult situation or need help and have proven that they want to do it. And we've developed some hoops and that they have to jump through in order to show us that they do business. That's one thing. But when you start making it easier for them to get that free membership for doing 3 things, I think it's training them the wrong way, because I think that's part of the problem with the industry, is that we keep talking about free things, and so people get this idea everything can be done for free, but it's not true. And your membership is, you have to believe your membership is worth $20 because that's what you're charging for it. So
Right.
that's kind of where I come from.
Well, I'm bringing this one up because, oh my God, I'm so lagged again today. Look at this. This is getting ridiculous.
You know, Nick has a great point, but here's the thing. I have known people, and he's right about this. I have known people, though, where they could have gotten it for free, but they were so serious about their business, they still went and upgrade. Of course, that's the minority, not the majority.
Yeah, that is a good point. But now there was three avenues to take on this one. I am so lagged. I'm just going to turn off my audio if you guys don't mind, my video. If you guys don't mind, this is ridiculous. Okay. There was 3 avenues to take. One, there was a discussion about just getting rid of the 10 cent per day daily login as a free member. In other words, going more towards pushing. Look, you're going to be part of our group. You got to be a paid member. Period. You know, and then the fundraiser could help people who want to succeed. Then there was talk about the fundraiser. Then there was talk about this third part. But I see what you're saying, Nick. What you're saying is by offering these free avenues or these methods of doing some work for us in exchange, we get something, obviously. But to do something like that, we're just going to have a bunch of people that are just going to do everything they can to not have to pay a cent and always get it for free. And which isn't good either.
You know, Nelson, like when you were talking about other tasks, I was kind of like, no, I think I want to go back to the system that our committee had talked about, where we were going to interview people and make sure, because we don't want just freebie seekers.
Yeah, the system in place that we talked about for the fundraiser.
Because like I met with 2 other people and we had come up with some very good ideas.
Okay.
That I really liked, and then I was starting to brainstorm a little bit, but that is me brainstorming, not me, have anything concrete yet. But
No, that's cool. I mean, this is good that we're talking about this because it brings up thoughts and ideas. Too often, website owners will come up with ideas and they go, "Oh, hey, this sounds like a good idea," because they thought of it in the shower at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then they implement the idea and then it crashes the website and kills the service. Going back to what James Diaz said, these systems out there that offering credits and beans and whatnot, they're gimmicky systems to get things going. And if we're saying as a group, as a community, no, this isn't a good idea, I don't like it, then this is the 100% proof of how Mardox works as a community. We all decide, yes, we like this, or no, we don't. You see, and like Nick is saying, I think that's great what Nick pointed out. No, this isn't a good idea. It's going to devaluate.
Well, and I've seen that with a lot of programs where they will offer tasks, but if you start offering a task to go post something on Facebook or whatever, you're going to end up with people getting their accounts closed, because over time you'll end up with a whole bunch of people will jump on this. Like, people like these kind of sites where they're task oriented, but the kind of people that you want here might not be the kind of people that would jump all over an offer like that.
What about if you had to do a daily task to keep your membership?
Well, like logging in.
Well, that, but even more than that, like you had to promote it. You had to, somehow. I mean, that could be a million things, but like if we did go this route at all in any kind of way, they would have to still work and earn it, sort of.
Yeah, well, the only way to know if they're promoting it is to track the traffic, and anybody today can get fake traffic. Proxies, using proxy software, using bot traffic. There's a gazillion ways to do it. I mean, all you have to do is put your link into HitLeap, and then boom, look at that. I got 5,000 hits a day, 5,000 hits a week.
But you got a lot of people that aren't that technical.
What about your social buttons in the back office where we click on those to send out,
Yeah, but those don't track. Those are just convenient so you can send your link out to the social media environments. They don't track anything. There's no connectivity between our site and Facebook or Twitter or those ones. It's just when you click it, it opens the box up and allows you to broadcast that link. You can take that code and put that on any website in the world, and when somebody clicks that link, it'll broadcast that website it's on.
Oh.
That's all that is. It's just a convenience. So to get our members promoting, and two, so they don't have to go try to find out how to do it. You know,
All right.
oh, okay, now I got to go to Facebook. Okay, go back here, copy the link, go back.
I do my own links, and I use both them and my own template.
That's it. But the tracking the traffic part's really tough. We did that in the past. We were offering people a penny in 1 cent of value for every 1,000 unique hits. Then we went down to 100 unique hits. And then that whole program died because people caught on that, hey, I can buy quote unquote unique traffic, and I'm holding up my fingers as quotation marks here. And what they were doing, like I said, was they were purchasing unique hits. We would track the unique IP addresses, but what they were buying was companies who would do the traffic for them using proxy servers, and they would just keep changing proxy server after one after another. And we saw it as unique IP addresses. Oh, look, great. At the end of the day, one guy raked up like $80 worth of earnings in a day. And it was complete garbage. You know, so that's why we killed that process. And we keep coming back to, you know, can we tell people to promote? We track their traffic, and then we know they get something in return. The only thing we can do in return like that is what it is now. Do your traffic. If you want to buy junk traffic, go ahead, but do your traffic. If people sign up underneath you and get a paid membership, you get a commission out of it. That's the safest way to go for that.
Well, yeah, that's right. And honestly, that's why we try to teach people how to do traffic the right way, the effective way, where you have better chance of conversion.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of my videos, like I said, the 3-set videos, that's one of the biggest problems is. In there, I say go to Fiverr and get there's lots of people that'll sell you signups. Worst thing ever.
my member Don did that because he didn't know any better.
Yeah, it was a good idea at the time when the video was made. Again, it was before the community idea. No, I didn't have anybody to consult with. I thought it was a good idea. I talked about it. I tried it. It worked. I saw signups. I didn't think anything of it, and then it hit me when one person said, you do realize that these people are doing this by paying others 2 cents to have them come in and sign up, and then they get paid 2 cents at the back end.
And not just that, but there's a lot of Fiverr sellers. I'm not one of them, I'm honest, but there's a lot of dishonest sellers who'll say, I can do this for you, and then they're outsourcing it.
Yeah.
And you'll get some Fiverr sellers that are good, don't get me wrong. There are people that will do your traffic correctly, but that's a risk you're taking, because you don't know who's.
I had one person do it. He had to process about 50 of those orders a day just to make a profit. It's almost not worth doing outsourcing. They usually get the software and they do it themselves, because you're only talking 10 cents here. If you start going to 15 cents per sign up, you're not making very much. Plus Fiverr takes money. Plus the outsource guy wants money. Unless you got in a buddy system going on, like, hey buddy, I'll send you this, and even then you don't make any money. You'd have to do it yourself. But you don't want to buy signups. You do not want to buy signups. No. But you see, sorry, that's a perfect example of what I was saying. As a community, making a decision as a community, it's excellent because we're able to bounce ideas off each other and say, hey, this is good, or no, that's not good. When I made that video, there was no community. It was still during the time when I set up the website. It was, here's content, give me money, you have access, don't talk to me. That's how the mentality of the website was. And then we became a community, and people started talking to other people, and and ideas, and we brought people in. And I find the community effort so much better. We can bounce ideas off each other, and and see where we're going with stuff.
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so going back to the question, real quick, maybe this fits with Nick here. Should we go to 25 cents instead of 10? Leave it at 10, or get rid of the 10 cent for freebies altogether? What do you guys think of that? Hands up.
I don't see any problem with the 25 cents as long as you don't start adding a whole bunch of other things into it.
I agree with Nick. I'm on the, I think Keith's right about that.
Okay. And so you guys think it's what about you guys, Kerry? What about you? What do you think about going up to 25 cents?
Yeah, I think it's fine as long as it's in-house credit only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you have to ask yourself, if a person gets a month upgrade, then how many months are you going to do that for them?
Well, that's another question too. Is it only one time, or is it every time they get enough, they can cash it, they can put it through? That's another good question, because a person might just log in for 3 months and get 1 month paid.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's the other issue. If the person collects up 3 months worth of credit, and then goes, okay, month 1, 2, 3, just with his credits, is that valid too?
Here's something you got to keep in mind. What are we about? We're about helping people grow themselves in their business, right?
Right.
So that they can take the skill sets that we teach and the ethical ways of doing it and go out there and build anything that they desire, right?
Right.
So, because that's our basis, that's our foundation as a whole. There's how can I put it? There's two schools of thoughts on this. One is the concern that Nick raised about and what Carrie was saying. But the other thought is if we teach you how like to do traffic, for example, if we teach you the correct way, and then maybe go upon yourself and go out and learn it at a higher, high end, whatever, you just learned a skill set that you could charge as a service yourself. You learn how to ethically and correctly build traffic for somebody, and then somebody can hire you. You're actually cheating yourself just to go out and try to find shortcuts or ways to cheat, just to get that traffic, just to get that free membership.
Yeah.
And it kind of bypasses the purpose of what we're all about.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but you gotta also understand that there's a lot of people out there that's okay to them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Nelson, it's you have all of this content on your site.
Yeah.
And the moment you start getting people doing other tasks, they're not paying any attention to your content, and you really want them to be looking at the content. So to go through your video sequence, that sort of thing. That's what you want people doing, and picking up the courses and so on. That's going to help them develop as a marketer. The moment you start doing other things, you're distracting them from the intention of the site, of what we're doing, what the community.
Yeah. Good point. Okay. So that brings up another issue. When a person logs in, right now they log in, and I'm seeing a lot of these logins where they log in, and I'm not kidding, 3 seconds later they're clicking the log out button. It's like log in, page comes up, click log out, they're gone. It's okay. So what about any ideas that things that we can make people do to earn that 25 cents to stay in the site for a couple of minutes? Do something. Is that an idea, or is it just leave it flat out?
Well, that could be possible, but let's put it this way: all your videos are under the upgrade section, those kind of resources, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if they were to watch a video, you had the old video. See, that's what Don was doing. He was watching the videos in order that they told him to do, because he's serious about it. But maybe if we had a similar system for the free members of having to do certain things like that are part of what we're teaching them.
Now, I got a question. Do y'all give these meetings out that y'all do? Are y'all blasting these out for free?
Well, say it again.
Are y'all blasting these out for free to the free members?
Well, this is live stream.
Okay. Well, the reason I asked that is because one of the companies in one of the WordPress companies out there, what they used to do is they had a podcast every once a month. They would have it free for everybody. The second it was done, it was taken off the live stream was done. They would take it offline, put it in a paid members area. So if you didn't make the live meeting, you had to pay for it.
A lot of people already do that too.
Yeah. We thought about that, but the videos like the one we're doing right now is more for introducing new members in. We're finding that it's a better tool to bring people into the group.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they show up, they get it for free. But if they don't, then they have to pay to get access to the previous ones if they miss them. So that way it increases the people to actually show up to the live meeting.
Yeah, that's a good point too. That's a good point too.
Some people are thinking, well, I just want to.
Oh, that's like what, Carrie?
I like that idea.
So these videos would not be on YouTube after?
Except for that part, because we're building a YouTube audience.
And not just that, but there are people that work at a certain time where they just couldn't make the live chat.
Yes.
There's that. We could also make the videos available like a couple days later. But then again, it's true. If they don't make the live chat, yeah, you got to be a paid member. Because there is the question also that I got behind the scenes. People, my people higher up than the committee, saying we should just get rid of the free membership. In other words, you come in as a free membership, you're in the lobby, and you got to become a paid member. Period.
Just do a trial.
Well, yeah, it'd be like a 7-day trial. Then after that, you're gone. If you're not serious, kind of thing, or whatever, you can be a free member for 30 days. Something there's talk about doing that too, but I think that's too extreme. I think people are going to be, oh man, I'm being forced into paying something. But I think the system we got right now is pretty stable. People come in.
Nelson, what is your conversions of free members? I mean, are most of them not doing anything? Are they just signing up? That's what you have to ask yourself. That's what you have to weigh out.
That gets complex. It's very black and white. We've got a lot of people that log in. They literally create an account and they never come back ever again. It's like the same. They join and the same day they're gone, and there's only like a 5-minute span. It's like they get into the members area. They look left, they look right, they close the door, and they say, okay, whatever, bye. The rest of them, the white side, it's a bunch of free members that ultimately become paid members. You see what I mean? If free members are logging in, they ultimately do become paid members.
Well, on a percentage, what would you consider that?
The conversion?
Percentage of free members are really converting to paid members, or even staying active for that matter.
Well, the active ones, it's about 40% are staying active.
Okay.
So 60% are just the tire kickers. They create an account, they came in, they looked around, they left. Or they're using some sort of program to create an account, and then there's never actually a human being ever that looked at the site. So it means 40% the other 40% are active, and of those, the standard 1 to 3% are paid members.
So
more than that, because 1%. Hold on.
You notice all the people I'm bringing in.
Sorry. 25 to 30% are paid members.
If you notice, I've only been bringing in paid members lately.
No, that's what I mean. But people come in, but you're doing a very one-on-one thing, like you should be doing. Whereas we have got members that all they're doing is blasting out there. Here's my link. Come join up. You will, you're not going to regret this. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Person comes in, they get an account, they look left, they look right, and they go whatever, and they leave. We track everything. I can even tell you they don't even click on the getting started video, the very first video. They don't even click on that. They don't even click on any of the tabs or anything. It's just like they create the account, they logged in, and they're gone.
See, and that's what I do with my people. I make sure they go through all those steps. In fact, Don, even though he's under my wing, he went on his own and did that.
That's right, because he's serious about it.
Yeah.
Nick is another one. Nick logs in. He looks, he does stuff on the site. Even though he's busy, he's doing stuff. And that's important. John Brewer, he's running his English teaching, but when he gets in, I can see he logs in, he goes and looks at stuff. Sometimes he goes and looks at a whole new video set. He's in there, he's rolling it, but there's so many people out there that I don't know who told me the other day, there's so many people out there, they'll just sign up to everything and anything just to get there.
They forget what they even signed up with because they're bombarded.
Yeah. The next morning you got 1,000 emails saying, please confirm, please confirm, please confirm.
What's really amazing and what I love? I could go to a video where it could be learn how to, blog, just throwing it out there. I watch that video and I still walk away with a couple new nuggets, even though I've been blogging for years.
Yeah.
I still keep learning. See, this is what I'm saying. It's an ongoing process. Even if you're watching a video of something you know how to do, you'll still pick up 1 or 2 nuggets. Watch them. It's worth it. People don't realize that.
How many people? I've got members that said, I'm sick and tired of paying people to do all my editing. And they went and listened to the videos on how to use FTP, File Transfer Protocol. And they said it's super simple. You download the FTP software, and then you can start uploading your videos and your content, the large stuff, straight to your website. They never knew this existed.
Not always.
Huh?
Not always.
What's that?
Well, you got to be careful. If you're on shared hosting, a lot of them have stipulations in their terms of service that you can't do video and audio hosting, so you might have to find a third party for that.
Oh yeah, but in our case,
You're dedicated, then it's totally different.
in our case, there's no limitations. At Mardox, when you got a hosting package at Mardox, there's no limitations. You put what you want up and you play it through. We'll deal with it later. You know.
See, that's what I love is I like to be independent, and the only reason I outsource is because when I have a lot of projects on my plate, even if I know how to do them myself, I don't have time to do them all. But if I can do the ones that are not so time consuming, or I can be more independent, so God, forbid I can't get a hold of my outsource, she's out sick or on vacation or whatever, I can do that myself because I need to be able to rely on myself at least to get things done.
Well, that's what I mean. And, okay, fine. There's a point where you hire someone like Josh to do website design. And there's a time where, let's face it, Josh, if I were to go to you right now and say, I need you to log in and change the header on my a non-WordPress site, a regular site, I need you to go in and change the title on one of my pages. What would you charge? Just what does that cost?
Honestly, because that's such a fast task, I probably wouldn't even bill them.
No, but let's say you do bill.
We're billing at $50 an hour on the wholesale side and about $100 an hour on the retail side.
So there you go. So theoretically, if Josh is a nice guy, like he said, he wouldn't even bill. He'd kind of laugh and like, there you go, it's done.
If it's under 15 minutes, I'm not even usually sending an invoice because it's just not even worth writing the invoice.
Yeah,
See, he's ethical that way.
That's it. And I do the same thing too. I do so much for our members. I do a lot of editing and changes for them. I don't even bill them for it. It's just okay, but it goes on my pile of things to do, and I'll get.
Yeah, well, we do keep track of it though. So when they hit us up like 4 or 5, 6 times doing that kind of stuff, then we'll send them like an hour bill for that whole block.
Okay. So
but it's going to be a way. It may never call us again, and they'll never have to invoice at all. So
that's it. That's right. Gotcha. But it's still, even if you're catching potential clients that way because they're seeing that you are honest and legit. You are being fair about it. We
got a client. They simply because we were on a conversation with them, and they were told $350 to update a WordPress site.
Oh wow!
And we did it in front of the client in less than 15 minutes, and they're like, "That's all?" They were charging me $350 for that. I'm like, "Yeah."
That's it.
We didn't even send them an invoice.
You see, that's the thing. When you do that,
but when we did it, it got us like for us, it netted us about $3,000 in another project. So
what you give away comes back to you tenfold.
That's right. Being honest goes a long way. But the videos that are in the back end do help a lot of people. The ones that don't have that kind of money, the $50 for an hour, and there are programmers out there that will say, it took me an hour to do the changes because you don't know any better, But you go watch that. There's how-tos on doing HTML.
Oh, you ain't kidding. That's actually what I got in the programming because I would go out and get outsourcers from some place like Odesk back in the day. Now it's Upfront, I think. But back in the Upwork, back in the day it was called Odesk, and you put out a bid, and I'd have people telling me it's going to take 2 weeks to get this done, and I'm like, but I can do it myself in 2 days. Why would I hire you to do it?
That's it.
If you're telling me it's going to take 2 weeks and I know it can be done in 2 days, guess who doesn't get the job?
That's right.
But if you don't know, you get burned. And I'll be honest, the knowing code, even if you're not great at coding, just knowing code, you will save a ton in outsourcing.
That's right. So going back to our
I'm trying to find. I'm a techie girl, but I'm not a programmer. I'm like below that, and that's what I'm trying to do is find things like that out at least.
Yeah, that's it. So no, I like the fact that our members can find out how to do things for themselves. It does save them a lot of money, but again, they're paying the $20 a month, but you got access to those videos. You can go back to them over and over and over again as you wish, and and review what has to be done. There's some tasks that that you're only going to do once a month or something, or once a year. But you can always go back to the video and review it again. It doesn't disappear. So based on what we said, we don't want to degrade the value of the membership. Granted, there's members like Carrie are saying we should up the membership cost. You mentioned that a couple times to me, Carrie. What about upping the cost of the membership. I can't remember what amount you said that it should be at least.
I'm thinking like 25.
$24.99, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been saying that is that our membership fee is too low relative to what we're offering and what we're providing. I mean, just the ebook content behind all the videos. The videos alone, there's $7,000 in videos if you have to go out and buy the licenses. You know, and download the content for yourself and use it for yourself. There's about $7,000 in ebook or video packages that you'd have to purchase and to own and use. And it's available.
Does that mean for current members we would pay the
$20 a month?
Oh, we're grandfathered in just for new members then.
Well, no, it's being talked about. There's no for sure yet if that's going to be done or not.
But that's the other thing I was going to say too. I forgot to mention that you remind me of. That's the thing too. When you're doing these free memberships, you might be lowering the value of what you have in the paid membership area too. That's one thing I never do. When I sell my packages or services, I rarely do a sale. I might do a sale like for a holiday or birthday or some kind of celebration. Otherwise, I will never put my stuff on sale because I already have it at a good price, and I feel like I'm devaluing. And if people can't see the value, then they just don't have to get it because I don't want to lower what I don't have to lower.
Well, let's do a little quick survey here. I know John is going to listen to this and go, "Oh my God, I got to be a paid member real quick." Let's do a little quick survey. What would you guys say if you came across our website and not upgrading to it, but you came across this website and you were told it's $24.99 a month? Would you?
I still think that would be good. I still think that was good. I think that's still running rate.
Carrie, we already know what Carrie thinks.
I think it'd be worth more than that even, but we'll keep it at 20.
I think that $25 is still a fairly reasonable amount.
Right, it's affordable.
It's not really expensive still.
No.
It's still really
considering websites like ours are charging up as high as almost $50 a month.
Yeah, 50 or more sometimes.
Or more, yeah. There's like our nemesis, World Profits.
I haven't heard what Nick thinks about increasing the price.
Well, I think for new people coming in who don't already have all that stuff set up, like I have my own hosting, I have all of that. I have autoresponders and all of that. Those sort of things are not something that I'm here for, but definitely if you don't have them, that's a great value to have, to get hosting and all the other services that are provided, autoresponder at some point. I think that's
coming.
I'm not sure how far away you are from that, but I think that's still an honest value for what you're offering, and you just have to look at the content alone. That puts the value on it right there. So
we've got 15,000 ebook titles in our archive, which will be online this week. There's 15,000 ebook titles. So if you have to go out and pay $1 for every ebook title just to have the right to download it and use it, that's $15,000 right there. The videos, we figure estimate around $7,000 in licenses. So you're already 15 plus 7. We're at, help me out here, $22,000 in content.
Plus, we're going to be adding other things too in the future.
Yeah, that doesn't include the hosting that's included. You get a hosting package with that. It doesn't include the autoresponder service, the emailing service. We're talking about doing a file storage service where you can upload your banners and get the code, where you don't have to worry about where do I upload my images and how do I get my code. The system will do it all for you.
Well, some of my stuff we're going to be uploading.
Well, that's what I mean. We had John Brewer who had a nice little button, but he goes, well, how do I upload the image and how do I get the code? What's this HTML they ask for? And I am putting together a little system where you upload the image and then the system spits out the HTML specifically to feed that image, only that image. You can take that code and put it wherever you want in the world, and it will feed that image whenever it's called up. And that service is being called Drop Zone in Mardox. Instead of Dropbox, we're calling it Drop Zone. Basically, you drop your file in the zone and you get your coding for it. That's also coming up, and that service alone, just at Dropbox, if you had to get a service at Dropbox, which I don't think Dropbox allows you to share files anymore. I don't think so.
They do. I have a business account with them.
No. You can share, but you cannot get a download link and just send it out to the world and say, "Here, world, download this file." I don't think they let you do that anymore.
I do have those.
You do have those still, because my account doesn't have them anymore.
Well, when I get download links from other people that have Dropbox, I'm able to download it.
Yeah, but it's their previous owners. Maybe new accounts they don't have them anymore.
I'm an upgrade member, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. No, because I've been free and did that.
Yeah, I know, but get a million downloads of a video, they're going to turn off your account. It's too much bandwidth. It just doesn't compensate the cost. But anyhow,
But here's the thing. I'm like Nick. I have my own hosting, my own autoresponders, but the $25 I think is still worth it for all the other stuff that you offer alone.
Yeah. Oh, that we offer. We. Can you stop saying to you?
Okay, we.
We're a community. There you go. Look, now you can see all my handshake way behind my speech.
Your McDonald's hat, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that my too. Yeah. Today we're sponsored by McDonald's. As soon as I go over and buy my coffee.
We were having a Mick discussion about Mick traffic.
Mick traffic, yeah. Get website McNuggets. Yeah. No, can't use that. No. That's copyright. Okay, no. So just to be clear, we're not putting into concrete what's being said here today. This is just a good chance to get some insight as to what's coming up, what we're talking about. Maybe our members can give us some input in the description, in the comments, what they think. And there is also talk about doing a 2-stage upgrade where the 1995 stays in place, and then when you upgrade to a higher level up, you then get more. You know, there is talk about that too, but we've been talking about that for over a year now. So there is discussion. It is in the process to see what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, because person may not want to spend $25. But they're willing to spend $20. Okay, it sounds cheap, but $5.
I know it's like $5 difference.
That's right, but they won't get the hosting and the file uploading and autoresponder. But if you upgrade to Pro, then you get the autoresponder and all that stuff. So kind of like, let them come in stages.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I know $5 can add up over a year, but still, let's put it this way. You said about other membership sites charging more, and they don't even have half of what we offer. You're forgetting to mention that, because that's the other factor is they're charging more, but they actually give you less.
Or they have very specific content, and they tell you that you have to do their program in a very specific way.
Right.
World profit. Got it. And for those of you that are listening to the show, World Profit is my nemesis. I hate that company, and I'll say it over and over again. If you're in World Profit, get out. You don't have to come to mine. You don't have to come to our group, but just get out. It's not worth it. You're not going to go anywhere.
I don't know who they are.
World Profit is an organization. It's an MLM based on e-content, and you download ebooks and stuff, and then you can rewrite the ebooks. They show you how to do all the ebook and PLR stuff and resell it. But
they don't teach you the most ethical way, and that's to be their way or the highway.
They make you feel like shit. And the other thing is there is evidence that only the upper echelon make money. In other words, it depends on who you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're 6 levels below somebody, that person 6 levels up is the one making the money, not you.
That's pretty typical in MLMs.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. We're not typical. We're the ones that are not going to do that and stand out.
Yeah, because Josh, there's people in our group right now making more money than me, and I'm at the top, and there's people below me making more than me.
Yep.
Belinda and Carrie make more than me right now. So our system is set up in such a way that if you're not going to work, you're not going to make any money. That's all there is to it. The person below you can go nuts making money. You're going to earn something because you're higher up, but you're not. You could end up not making as much as your downline. Also, your downline is favored more than you are, whereas we trickle the funds upward as opposed to pay the person above and trickle down. Like Amway.
Just like I said before, the reason I joined Mardox, besides the content, was that you guys have ethics. You teach the right way to do a business. You're on the same page of what I teach in my coaching business. So it only made sense for me to join you guys and extend what I was already doing.
Yeah.
See, I can't find anybody else that does that but you guys.
That's it, And we're adding more. We're going to be adding more. I got to do my videos. I've got to make the lighting rigs. I got to get the green screen set up. I got to do more of those whiteboards. It's going to be pretty interesting what we're going to do. Any other topics, guys? I mean, it's a pretty good topic what we're talking about. The changes upcoming in the near future, pricing. It's interesting, because people do want to know what the costs are and what they're getting into. John, if you're listening on the train, you might want to get in under Belinda at this point because everybody seems to be okay with the upping of the price. So, hint.
Wait a minute, John.
He's not on the train.
Yeah, John.
No, I mean, isn't John?
He's just getting ready for work.
Isn't John already under somebody in Mardox?
Who's John under? I don't know.
He's under me.
I thought you brought John under.
Yeah. I'll just interject there. John Brewer invited me to come along.
Oh, okay. So then you may want to get in on the action before the changes happen. Now I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow morning. That's not how it happens around here. But keep that in mind. The price may be going up. So if you get it, like our policy is, if ever we change the price, whoever's in at that price stays at that price for however long their membership stays. So just keep that in mind. So you got the inside access here to the you got what do you call that insider information here.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Australia's dollar is pretty close to the Canadian dollar, I think, right? So 20 US would be something like 27 Australian. Am I right?
Let me check.
Yeah, that's correct. It's about 73 cents at the moment. One Australian dollar, 73 cents US.
Yeah.
That's
it. So so you're paying almost 1/3 more, or 25% more at least. Yeah.
It's the exact same currency conversion rate as Canadian. Yeah.
Oh wow, cool. Okay, so
right now at least.
Yeah, because I know when I pay, I pay out my membership to my Payza account. I keep it in US dollars so that when it takes the money back out, it stays in US dollars. And yes, I pay my own membership every month, and it's $19.95. So there.
Now, I think you got confused, Nelson. Me and John were working on something else together, but John's the one who brought him into Mardox itself.
No, I just thought it was him that went underneath you. You've been bringing in so many people this month. It's ridiculous.
Mark.
Yeah, I know. Mark's underneath you. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Mark, you too. After you watch this video, Mark, get in. Inside information.
He's getting his face. I can't remember.
That's it. Maybe we should offline. Maybe as a group we should sit down and the committee stuff. And decide what the pricing is going to be. If we're going to change it, at some point we have to put this on paper and say this is what it's going to be. Because we still got to give our members a chance to adapt to it. Because person might be a free member today. Is it better to tell people in 30 days the price is going up, or give them a week, or just up the price and that's it? Which way is better?
I think you should let them know, but then what they do is what they decide is up to them.
That's it. So so there's that has to be considered too. I would give our members at least a week. Email me today telling me they got 1 week left, 5 days left, 4 days left. Before the price goes up. Give them a chance to get in at $20. And move on from there. It kind of sucks for the new people.
So you started the call at giving them a pay raise every time they log in, and ended the call with kill the free members, get rid of them.
Kill the free members. That's it. No, I don't want to kill the free members. I don't think that's right either, because a lot of people do come in and they can taste, they test the waters, get to know us, stuff like that. But like everyone's saying, there's value to what we're offering, and it is worth something.
Why not make it a free membership for a month so they have more than enough time to test the waters, and then maybe upgrade from there?
What do you mean? Like after 30 days, they have to be a paid member, or they can't do anything at all?
Well, they could probably stay a free member, but they wouldn't have all this access.
Well, they don't have. Oh, no, 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 no.
Basically the way it is now.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, maybe make it a little bit less access than it already is.
There's not much less access we can give them. We give them a website to promote. We give them stats. They get access to a few videos. They got access to no content, no hosting. It's amazing how much they're missing out on as a free member. It's incredible how much people, if they would take the time to read, how much they'll realize, holy crap, I'm missing out on all this. Like, we got people that come to us and say, wow, I get a hosting package with my account? I didn't know that, because they're paying $9.95 at another place. They didn't read the fine print, But I don't want people coming in for the hosting, so I'm not advertising, hey, come join us, you get a hosting package with your membership. Because then, all you're getting are people in there for hosting, and the hosting is a perk. It's not a focal point.
Right.
It's so that you can, the idea is so you can set up your WordPress, you get your blog going, you can get your landing page, your lead capture, you can get all that going without having to go, oh, okay, now I got to go to GoDaddy, get a site set up, order a domain. We'll do it for you as part of the group as long as you're a paid member. But when you're no longer a paid member, that hosting package is suspended. There's nobody going to it.
Right.
So that there are some downfalls there. Like you're pretty much tied in. The same thing with the custom URL that you get when you're a paid member. They're like Kerry's got one. I think it's kerryf.mardox.com. That custom URL, without the affiliate code at the end of it. That custom site is only valid if she's a paid member. That's it. If once she falls off being a paid member, that site's no longer accessible. In fact, that traffic gets redirected to the co-op. So again, it's another benefit to stay a paid member. Otherwise, you lose a lot. Could you imagine Kerry having 20,000 hits a day? Decides, I don't want to pay my membership anymore. 20,000 hits a day, and the co-op. And when I mean co-op, the co-op works as the paid members are part of the co-op. Every time a new person comes in and has no affiliate or is referred to an affiliate that's not eligible anymore, that person is sent to a next person in chain in the co-op. And that the co-op consists of all the paid members. So again, we're bringing in traffic for the paid members, you see.
Okay.
And per month, there's almost 1 million hits per month that go to the co-op. It's amazing how much traffic goes up there, So again, if you're going to become a paid member, you got to commit. You want to stay in, otherwise you're going to lose so much just by canceling your membership. I was thinking at one point about making an email when a person doesn't want to pay for their membership. I was thinking of doing a guilt trip email, send it out to them and say, okay,
you don't love me anymore.
No, not you don't love me anymore, but now that you're not paying, here's what you're going to lose or miss out on. And I thought about that, and I thought, would that be a good tactic to keep people in? Because, they go, oh my God, I'm going to lose my hosting. I got this much traffic. I'm going to lose this, so on and on and on and on and on.
As long as you do that, but don't do it like the way that I've seen some people do it, where like these programs I joined for free, right? Because they just frankly weren't worth upgrading to. And they'll say, well, you have so many people under you now, or you have this going on now, because they're trying to get you to upgrade. But in all essence, it's just pure junk. Make sure that you stand out from that so they don't think you're just another one of those.
No. If I did that, it would be a unique email to that person with their stats, their information.
Right. Okay.
I will say, last week you brought in 20,000 hits. Because you're no longer a paid member, you're running out of time. For example, 1 week left, you're going to lose your hosting. The 20,000 hits are going to go to the co-op. We explained to them what they're losing. And I never wrapped around ethically if that's ethical to send out, or is that literally a guilt trip email? Is that something?
No, you're keeping them up on what's going on because maybe they're busy. I mean, as long as you're doing it with the right context and the right way, that should be fine.
Yeah, I think so. What do you think, Nick? An idea like that, sending out an email telling people what they could potentially lose if they don't continue paying. Would you be turned off by that, or is that something that would interest you to have? Maybe as a reminder?
I think it would almost be mandatory to remind people that they're about to lose their hosting service. I would like to be reminded of that and go, oh, maybe this isn't such a good idea, or oh my God, I've got to get a new hosting service. Right.
Right. There's that. But what about telling them about what they're losing, what they're going to miss out on, other than hosting?
That's ethical. I mean, you want to make I mean, if I'm going to quit something, I want to make an educated,
Decision.
So if you know what you're going to lose by quitting, then that's going to allow the person to make an educated decision.
Okay.
Do you have an exit interview, like an exit, why are you leaving kind of thing? Do you query why somebody's leaving?
I do, but I do it after. I don't want the person to feel that they have to give a reason to leave. If a person wants to leave or they want a refund, they get it. No questions asked. After, about 2-3 days later, I contact them. After the emotional part is done, okay, I've asked for my refund. I want my money back. Here's your money. Thank you. Have a nice day. No questions asked. And then I contact them and I said, just a polite email. Hi, I'm Nelson Buck. I'm just curious. I'd like to know what your reasons were for leaving the group, and at any point I would like to invite you back in. And then a lot of the times it opens dialogue, and a lot of times people say, I just don't have the funds. That's a lot of what we get. It's not because, it's never because our service is crappy or lack of customer service, or they just couldn't make it work. It literally is. It literally is because they just didn't have the funds, and it irks me when they say that and they wanted a refund. When they want a refund, they got 1,001 excuses. There really is relative to a refund. I sent you 5 support tickets, and no one responded back. When you go look at the support tickets, there's nothing there, and then they realize, oh, I opened support tickets at another website. It's junk like that. But if a person just leaves and just cancel the subscription, usually it's, I'm going to be coming back. I got 2 members this week that already said, I left and I want to come back. And I'm like, yeah, sure, just come back in, log in, go through the process. There's no harm done. But you can see in the emotions of the members, like, could I please rejoin? Am I allowed? And it's neat to see because they feel they lost something, And yeah, it's true. If you leave, you can come back. You're not banned from the system. So that is maybe something to point out to members. You are welcome back at any time. And in fact, even if you cancel your paid membership, you can still log in as a free member. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. So there's that too. But there's a whole psychological stream of functions you can put in place on a website when somebody cancels, unsubscribes, wants to leave. There's a whole bunch of psychological tactics that are being used on websites to get you to stay paying. So that's why I wanted to know, is that ethical, or are we walking a fine line between being a good website or being a scumbag website at the end? That's why I was trying to probe and see.
No, I think you need to let them know what they have, because a lot of people, they'll sign up to stuff and unless they do their homework, they're not really understanding all that they have in front of them. So what you're doing is you're educating them and helping them make an informed decision, like what Carrie said, to know, okay, well, do I need this? Do I want this right now? I think it's our responsibility to do that. What matters is how you're going about doing it. Are you doing it to make them feel guilty, or are you writing a message in such a way, in such a format that just lets them know, here's what you have, here's what you lose, you decide, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you just said it right there. Am I doing it to make them feel guilty, or am I making it to inform them? That's the fine line I'm talking about, because the making them feel guilty part, that's a scumbag move, whereas like smtp.com, when I missed my payment with them, no, I didn't miss my payment with them. No, I didn't. They switched from PayPal to credit card only. They got rid of PayPal, and see, another organization, PayPal's gone. And they're a service provider. The PayPal missed, but I got an email from them, and it said, be advised, if your service is terminated, here's what you're going to lose. You won't be able to do this, And I thought it was well written, whereas a lot of websites are out there. It's basically, thanks a lot for being a member, you feel bad after leaving, and I think that contributes to why people don't want to fill out those forms after they leave.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to do it in a way. You can't do it like, oh, now how am I going to get supper for my family tomorrow?
Yeah, that's extreme. Yeah, that's it. I have 16 kids to put through school. Okay, it's really 4, but just pretend it's 16. That's it. That's it.
Oh, no, but see, you know what your intentions are. And
Yeah,
like I said,
yeah.
I'm a copywriter. If you even need help formatting a letter that is, professional, not making you feel. Now, some people you can't control what it might make them think, but I could guarantee you that the majority, if you write a good professional letter in such a way that just explains like what we talked about, there's no reason for them to even feel guilty. They just are making an
That's right.
informed
That's right.
decision.
That's right. No, but that's what I'm saying. Again, I'm bouncing it off the members. It's great. Look at I bounced an idea off you guys, and I got a bunch of you saying, no, you don't want to do that. It's going to lower the value. Bouncing an idea. You see, this is what the community part is all about. This is what I mean when I say, Mardox is not my website. It's our website. We all decide. If we don't all pitch in our views and our comments and how we feel about stuff, then it's worthless. If we're going to make this a community, we've got to be a community, not an individual. You can't be both. It's one or the other. And before we end the show, that I really want to emphasize that we really are building a community one member at a time. It's written on the backs of our cups. I don't know if Carrie has the cup with her. Probably not. Carrie, no cup? Yes? No? Carrie?
No.
No cup. Okay.
Don't pull a John Brewer.
John's not there, and I don't have my cup yet because nobody will get me one.
I need to get my cup.
So no, but yeah, we are really trying to build a community, build a website environment where we're all a group, we're all together, paid or free. Don't get us wrong. This video isn't meant to sell you on becoming a paid member. If you're a free member, your word is just as valuable as a paid member. Anybody who comes in and wants to contribute their thoughts, their views, you're welcome to do so. No one's going to laugh at you or shut you down. But that's what we need. We need the community to step up. We need people to step up and say, hey, I want to be part of this. I want to make this better. I want this to go forward. 10, 20 years from now, I want to still be here, and all the other membership sites, they've long gone. I want to make this a website where it literally will be a legacy. So many people use that word, and it's like, I think we can build something here that can go on for for generations. It doesn't just have to be for us. It could be for our kids going down, down the chain. I got 4 daughters. Carrie's got a daughter and a granddaughter, and a bunch of us have kids. Let's build something that's solid. Make sense, guys?
I'm right on board with you.
That's it. Any other topics? As I think we're reaching the hour. No, we're at every day. I look at the clock. It's 1:09 every time. It's like clockwork.
It's actually 4:07.
What?
I'm 2 minutes fast.
Oh.
Yeah, I got 407.
Okay, sorry. No, you're right. I look too quick. It's 1:06. Okay, I'll look in 3 minutes and I'll say 1:09. Just we'll just splice it out.
Whatever, John. Or
no,
Nelson.
Can't splice it out because it is uncut and uncensored. So I'm sorry for today, guys. I sound down. It's because I do have a cold. I'm just under the weather. It's like I woke up an hour before the show started. I'm like, hangover. I don't drink.
We just got the Fiverr gig. Yeah, we just got the intro done and just right in nick of time.
Yeah, that's it. So it's like, yeah. So I hope you guys like the intro. Subscribe, like, and comment. And my video is so lagged, it's ridiculous.
I said nick of time. Get it? Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, just in time. Yeah. Subscribe, like, and comment to our videos. There is a prize at the end of this month. It's a Mardox cup with your name on it. We've said it throughout all the other videos. Go watch the other videos and find out what it is. Last day of January, we're going to give out that prize to a lucky winner, and then we'll see what happens in February for the prizing. Tell people about our group. Sign up to Mardox, become at least a free member, and start promoting. You can earn even as a free member. You don't have to be a paid member to earn. And we're here Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time at 3 p.m. Whether we like it or not, it's like we have to be here. We have contracts that say no matter what. If you guys want to say bye today.
God bless everybody. Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.
And